just that idea, like I've been a relationship away from a different situation in a hard time where I didn't know how things were going to work out. And then somebody came and spoke into my life. David is very much one of those guys. So excited to be a part of this conversation with him. JB, you're another one. Like this doesn't happen without you. It's the power of relationships and just an example of how we need each other. Guys, I don't know any World Cup watchers. Now I'm World Cup light. I realized quickly when I was talking to Monica, I I get excited and I enjoy watching it when it's on. It's always on in the background, but I'm not in deep. But I don't know if it's the World Cup and just the atmosphere. It's watching these people come to America and experience Buc-ee's for the first time. But there's like this unity in the cultural ethos, and it's so life giving. I don't know if it's Toy Story 5. Did anybody see Toy Story 5?
There's a five
Okay.
of them?
Anybody else have a 6-year-old? Uh, I've had "You Got a Friend in Me" stuck in my head for the past couple weeks. But this idea of friendship is like near and present, and I'm really excited to talk with you guys about it today. Before we get started, just introduce yourselves.
I'm David Cherry. I'm your
Yes, you are.
friendship guy.
He's a professional friend.
Pro friend. Send me money and I'll be your friend.
I am Jamie Sharla. I'm the challenger friend.
Everybody needs a David who's like the counselor, the slow, steady hand on the wheel, the presence. And everybody needs a Jamie who's like your biggest hype girl. So surround yourself with good friends. Today, we really want to break down this idea of friendship and think about it through 4 different movements. And then we're going to kick it to you guys to talk about it. So to kick off, in a world that is digital, I have an AI companion. In a world, I have digital. I talk to my Chat GPT like it's my counselor or my friend, and it is very, very nice to me. Yeah. Affirming, like empowering. Why do I need real, messy, raw friendships in today's day and age?
It's a great question. Why do you? I mean, let's face it. We like the path of least resistance, right? But that's not where growth happens. And whenever you have a real friend in your world and you shared with them my dream, my desire, my goal, a good friend is going to be like a Jamie and like, hey, bro, what are you doing today?
Yeah.
Have you done this? And I'm just convinced that nothing great will happen in your life without a good friend.
Yeah.
I was dropping the mic. No.
Okay. No, I think let's even just kick it to the Bible, right? God said everything was good, and then there was man that he created, and then that was the first time God said that it was not good. We need people. We need each other. We need relationship. Like technology is never going to be able to give you a warm hug when you had a bad day. They're not going to be able to high five you when you did something awesome, right? Yeah, we need physical contact with people. I also even used to be a massage therapist, and like if a baby is not touched within like the first few minutes, like it's going to cause it to have really really bad issues and not grow correctly because it doesn't have physical touch. So like we need people.
Everybody just touch your neighbor.
No skin on skin. Like, I don't know how much we paid when Eli was born, but we went all in on the skin on skin. Yeah. That's real. I actually asked ChatGPT this. I said, "Hey, are you my friend?" And it said, "Yeah, sort of." Yeah. Like I can give you some of the things. I can give you guidance. I can give you counsel. I can affirm your ideas, but I can't provide that friendship. Or Neil is great at this. Like he'll talk about the brain science of gratitude and how when we surround ourselves with others and something happens in their life and we celebrate it, that the effects, that joy is magnified in our life 4 times more than if it was just me in my life. Yeah. And so there is something to the power of relationship where it magnifies wins. And when we need help, when we need somebody to walk alongside us, they're able to get in the mess and kind of pick us up and continue to walk with us as well.
Chat GPT isn't going to help you move a couch.
Yeah, but it can order the movers to move the couch.
And then you awkwardly have to just walk next to a human that's not your friend. That's not fun.
And I love everybody in the room, but like if you ask me to move, I'm going to use chat to order a mover to move you. And I'll show up for the pizza and the beer at the end. Like that is my friend.
Zach, I think somewhere I saw that you had titled this, "We're Dying for Friends."
Yeah.
And, the World Health Organization has said that hundreds of thousands of deaths are linked to this idea of loneliness and isolation.
Mm.
And yet, AI is so prolific. And one of the greatest uses of AI is companionship. Don't miss that.
Right.
I mean, I think that alone is a a shout from the mountaintop. We need a friend.
Yeah.
We need a close friend.
Yeah. They weighed out the health benefits of that. They said it's the equivalent, like this chronic loneliness is the equivalent of smoking a pack of cigarettes
15
a
yeah.
day.
Yeah, and so it's either take up smoking or find a friend.
I thought about chain smoking cigarettes as we gave this talk because people would step in if they were able to see that, right?
Yeah.
But with isolation and loneliness, we often don't recognize it, name it, or step in. But it has real implications. We're more digitally connected than we've ever been and more lonely.
Yeah, and there's different levels of friends, right? I mean, there's transactional friends, and there's reciprocal friends. There's friends that, man, I just enjoy hanging out with you. There's professional friends that we have at the workplace. I mean, there's casual friends. There's different kinds of friends, but really, our goal, I believe I can speak for all of us, is that we have one of those soul level friends, someone that we're able to call at 2 a.m. in the morning. And we talk about that all the time. Hey, just call me at 2 a.m. I don't know about you, but sometimes I say, hey, you can call me at 2 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, but please don't. I mean, seriously. But it's like, but what if he does? I am going. And there's not for everybody, but there are a few people in my world that if they call me at 2 in the morning, no questions asked. I'm there for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And then in the marketplace, I mean, you turned me onto this number, $154 billion. Friendship relationship that drives employee engagement. Like friendships matter. Having people on your team that you know are with you matter. Where you spend most of your time in the workplace.
Yeah, there's $154 billion a year just for US companies alone. That's what Insurer Cigna has said is attributed to loneliness. That it's linked to loneliness, and it's had lost productivity, absenteeism, and depression. But whenever you have a friend at work, then your productivity goes up. The chance of you staying on board is far greater because you're going to have less turnover and higher morale. People enjoy going to work. I mean, who doesn't want that in their workplace?
Yeah. It reminds me of draft horses and emergent holism. Like you put those two horses together, they're able to accomplish more than the sum of their individual parts.
Sure.
So, did y'all know that Austin's getting a professional indoor football team? How cool is that? All right, movement two. I see the value in friendships, but how do we screw it up? No, I'm just kidding.
Take response from the audience.
Yeah, there's so many different ways we screw this up.
So many. Yeah. I think how do we screw up friendships? Well, I think betrayal is a big one. And through some of the research that I've done, trust is the biggest barrier to finding a good friend. Like we're not even willing to take the step to know our neighbor because we don't trust. Because someone sometime once upon a time hurt us. And so that pain is still so real that we don't even talk to our neighbor. Yeah. But I think betrayal and trust is a huge way we screw it up.
I think it's the expectations that we carry on people. Like, if you don't do this for me, then you're not my friend. But, like, how often are we actually internalizing if we're showing up and being that friend to them? So, I think it's like, one, maybe unmet expectations. But I think another thing is that somehow we've let the world make us feel like relationships should just be easy. But no, like same thing. Here we go again. Gym analogy. I can't go to the gym one time and expect to be fit for the rest of the year. You can't talk to a
That's why I
person.
don't go.
You can't just talk to somebody for 20 minutes and expect them to trust you, to want to get out of bed at 2 a.m., to drive 3 hours to go bail you out of jail. Like you have to invest in relationships. And unfortunately, I think we screw it up is because like we don't allow ourselves to invest enough intentional time into relationship and making sure that it like we are also being the friend that we are expecting them to be to us.
Yeah. Yeah, there's unmet expectations and there's unexpressed expectations. Just a reminder that like both of us participate in developing this relationship. And so I think that's a big challenge.
Well, just thinking of prioritizing. It's there's I'm again there's so many ways that we screw it up. But I think whenever we prioritize, first of all, we got to know that I need a friend, and then okay, so now if I know that I need a friend, now I'm going to set out to find a friend. How do I do that? And I think just being very intentional about it, and we have some ways of actually taking that first step and even the second step. But I was thinking about a guy that I have breakfast with every Saturday morning. We have for 12 years. Uh, we have breakfast at 8 a.m. He has young children, and we're we're back from breakfast before his kids are even up. And so because time is such a barrier, oftentimes, oh, I don't have time, man. We're so busy. Our lives are so busy. And it's true. I mean, our lives are pulling us every different direction. But whenever we prioritize a relationship, a friendship, knowing that I need somebody else to step into the middle of my mess and call me out on my junk, I'm going to prioritize that. I'm going to meet with them at 8 a.m. I'm going to get up and I'm going to be there. And I still have the rest of my day. It's a priority.
Yeah, yeah, it takes awareness and intentionality, right? You have challenged me with this. You put together a personal board. You gathered 4 guys around you to invite them in as friends, but to speak into your life, to hold you accountable, to encourage, to walk alongside for the next year. And so I'm starting to think, who are those people around me who are helping shape the future me? Just an idea. And again, this is like a rough shot. You can look into this. It's called the Redemptive Frame by a group called Praxis, but it's for entrepreneurship and business builders. But I was looking at this while I was thinking about the idea of friendships. And it basically breaks our businesses down into 3 different levels. At a base, we can all be exploitative. Maybe we don't even realize it, but that's me trying to figure out what I can get out of a situation, how I take advantage. I have friendships where I'm guilty of that, where I want a self-seeking friendship, but I don't want to return the investment. The next is ethical. And I think none of us are exploitive. We're all ethical, right? Like this is doing good. It's kind of net neutral. Uh, but then there's this third layer, this redemptive layer, where we're actually self-sacrificially stepping out for the good of another. And I think those are the deep relationships that we're all looking for. And the world is just void, like starving for. So, all right. What are the ingredients of a good friendship? This is cool. Thomas, where you at? Some of it's just time. You saw a hand stick up. Thomas and I went to kindergarten together. And we both moved. He moved to Delaware, and I moved to San Antonio, and we've been all over the planet. But just a long, deep relationship takes consistency, coming back. Like you have those people that it's like you never missed a beat. And so some of it is just time, experience, relationship. What are some of the other ingredients of friendship?
Yeah, well, I mentioned time, I mentioned priority. I think there is a level of trust that has to come. Uh, I don't know that trust is always automatic. Trust is earned. I think we even like to say, "Oh no, no, I just automatically trust you." You have to, do, yeah, but do you really? It's like for me, it's I call them level 3 friends. It's like where you can open up your soul and share your deepest, darkest secrets or your wildest, craziest dreams, and they're not going to judge you. They're going to lean in. They're going to say, "Tell me more. Tell me more," and then it's reciprocal. So the ingredients. I don't know. We don't have to. We don't have to align ideology politically. Um, and some of my very good friends, we don't. but there's certain things in life that we just really do agree on, or we're on the same path together. So I think common interest, is certainly one that could trigger that. What would be a good ingredient? Yeah, you got some others?
Yeah, I think even sometimes too, it's the courage to be vulnerable. Every single person in this room, actually, let's participate. Raise your hand if you've been burned by a friend before. Every single person in this room. So it's like being willing to take the risk of like, hey, like you don't necessarily have to strip down skin and get super vulnerable with everything, but it's like being willing to like extend the olive branch of a sense of vulnerability, because otherwise you're never going to break past that point to get deeper in your relationship. Because like think about like when you see a cat that's like skittish, you're like, I don't trust this person. I don't want it to come near me. If you're not willing to be vulnerable with that person, they're picking up on that energy as well.
I like the word that you said, courage, because I think sometimes that's really what we need is we need some courage to take that first step. And what I say is and maybe it's on your second or third coffee with somebody. It's you offer up a little piece of your soul, and not a lot, just a little bit. And how do they treat it?
Yeah.
Do they ignore it? Do they pretend like you didn't say anything and just keep rolling? Or do they try to defend it for you? Yeah, but you had this going on, and they make excuses for you. Do they try to fix it? Oh, here's what you need to do. Or do they lean in? Do they? Hey, I hear you. Tell me more about that. And it's like that's the kind of person that oh, I can trust you with that piece of my soul. Maybe next time we have lunch together and I offer a little bit more.
I think the other one that's been very, very big in my life, I've not really ever been like a friendship person. Like I always loved people from a distance where it's like I was super bubbly all the time. And so I got along with everybody. Everybody would tell me all their stuff, but I would never tell anybody anything to do with me. So this is I'm speaking from my own experience of even what I've been able to, since we've been planning this, reflect on over the past couple of weeks. Choice is choosing friendship. Like, think about it. Like, you choose a spouse, you choose a job and a career that you're willing to ride to the ends with. Why are we not like, especially as adults in meeting new people? It's not like, hey, we are in the sandbox together. We're besties for life. Like, it's different as an adult. And so I've had certain people in my life where I've straight up said, like, hey, I appreciate who you are as a human. I want to choose friendship with you. Like, I am giving you my commitment that I am willing to do friendship with you. If you like accept my offer, let's choose friendship together. And then now you're getting commitment out of that. And I think that there's a little bit more severity to that relationship rather than just like, oh yeah, whenever we said we were gonna hang out and grab coffee and then no. I'll see you next year. And then I bump into the gas station. Oh my gosh, we should totally catch up. And then 5 years later, yeah, we still need to catch up. Sorry, that was a crazy tangent.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So true.
I signed the MOU to be a friend with Jamie. We're in this. Let's go. Well, just recapping, and then what do we do with all this is what I'll ask you guys next. But uh, you don't have to bear everything to everyone, but find someone that's important, a level 3 friend. Be aware of yourself and the relationships around you. Maybe there is someone that is mutually life giving and you want to take the next step. I think it takes courage to get started and it takes courage to move after something happens and then be clear in your expectations. And then I think shared space, like so many people here, just gathering on the table, like carve out space to be with others. And then shared mission, like let's run together. This is where I see our different paths, gifts aligning. Let's see what happens there. So
Sorry, I don't know how much time we got, but one of the things that I've learned is like I was thinking of writing on level 3 friends, and then I realized people don't even know how to make a friend. And growing up in school, I mean, you're going to classes with the same people, you're doing the sports together. I mean, it's kind of built in, right? And then you go off to college and you lose some of that, but yet maybe you make some new friends because you're still doing some of the same classes together or something. But then you graduate from college and you go out in the marketplace and we don't have any friends. And so I think that just having the courage to take that first step to invite someone to coffee. I'll just tell you this, some of my best friends I have met in this room at this event. No kidding. I promise you, some of my best friends I've met in this room at this event. So make no mistake about it. I mean, your next best friend might be sitting at your table. In the circle, just might be. I don't take I don't like I haven't missed this event since I think October 2024. Um, because this is a priority for me. Because I mean, first of all, I like you people, but also, well, most of you. But I think that the relationships that we build here is so critical to success in life.
Well, let's kick it to the tables for now, and we'll come back with some call to actions and next steps. But I do just want to kind of wrap. Like you're hitting on, like as you get older, relationships get shallow. They get wider but more shallow. So where do you find those places to go deep? And it creates this idea of crowded loneliness. I'm around a lot of people and still feel totally alone right in the middle of it. And so that's why these tables where you can go a little bit deeper are really, really important. So I'm going to kick it to you guys to go a little bit deeper at the table. You can talk about, why do we need real friends? You can ask Siri, do we need real friends? You can ask how we screw it up, or you can tell somebody how they, no, don't do that. You can talk about the ingredients of friendship, or how do you take a relationship one step further? We'll kick it to you guys now. You maybe somebody at your table needs to be they need help finding a spouse, a relationship. You guys can share in mission, and let's get somebody hitched.